What's happening, YouTubers? If you're already in the house, let me know. Show up down at the bottom so I can see you before I get started. There's no telling where this conversation is about to go right about now. It's going to go somewhere. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Y'all excuse my scruffy look. I'm in my PJs. I'm worn out. Welcome aboard, everybody. I know this thing takes a while to populate, but if you're already on, give me a heads up so I'll know. I need to clean up. It's getting to be a mess out here. Just looking around, thinking about my day, how my Saturday went, how much I want to get a nap, but it's too late in the evening. But then I'll be up 3 o'clock in the morning. So what's happening, YouTubers? Y'all are in here. I don't see you popping up yet. Let me know you're in the house. I'll wait. I'll give it a few more minutes. This kind of thing, I know there's a delay. Hi, how's it going? Is that Piper with a Y? Okay, Piper, how you doing? Hope all is well with you on this fine Saturday evening. As you can see, this weather is great in the metro Atlanta area. Hello, all right. Piper, okay, right back at you. So, I don't know if you guys been following my latest lives I've been doing, but it came to my attention. For some reason, I think I do better going live than recording my own videos. And I'm gonna explain to y'all why. When I'm recording my own videos to play later, I'm trying my best to be so doggone perfect, I end up stopping it. 2 days ago, I tried to record a video to post on YouTube. I did 5 or 6 retakes. But if I'm live, that's what you're gonna get. I think I do better going live. I think this might be, what do y'all call it, the niche? I think this might be it, just posting live. Because like I say, I'm not really doing this to become monetized. If it happens, it happens. I appreciate all of you. Those of you that has followed and subscribed, I appreciate it. For those of you that are yet to subscribe, come on in. I got plenty of room. I'm fairly new at this. And whatever comes up, comes out. I've talked about relationships. I've talked about going on the wrong date. I've talked about my job. I can get more personal about myself. I can talk about my day. How much time I spent in Sam's Club today. I tell you, that place is a trap. You know, I went in there for, funny thing about Sam's Club, and I'm not down in the place. I went in there for laundry detergent. $142 later, I still didn't have laundry detergent. I get home and realize I didn't have the main thing I went in there for. But I had to double back to go back and get the laundry detergent. And oh, by the way, I managed to pick up a few other things that totally changed my dinner for tonight. I already had the rotisserie chicken. I was gonna have some rotisserie chicken, some yellow rice, and maybe some cabbage for today and tomorrow. I shouldn't have went to that store hungry, first of all. I got the rotisserie chicken, which, by the way, is kind of hard to buy on Saturdays because there are a certain group of people that think you can buy 10 of them at one time. But for $4.98, why not? So I ended up giving the whole chicken to my daughter because I decided I wasn't going to eat it. So I made me some chicken tender wraps with the spinach. And I had spinach on it. I had the sweet kale salad on it. Lettuce. No, not lettuce. The sweet kale, the spinach, tomatoes. I like Mexican cheese on it, and I use the Chick-fil-A sauce. And rolled it all up, put it in the oven, baked it for a while, sealed it in. It was delicious. That was my dinner today. And a buddy of mine just left, and I told him, no, I'm not going out tonight. I've got my refreshment, and I'm not going out. I'm in for the night. I'm in my PJs. So y'all think this shirt looks faded? It's because it is. I must have washed this shirt over 200 times. Y'all know how it is when you have that comfortable housewear that you like. This is one of them. I feel comfortable in it. I'm just that type of person. I don't need to be on here flashy. There won't be any fancy editing. If you've seen some of my videos that I've recorded, I may have thanks for subscription, thanks for watching, please subscribe, all that stuff popping up. I don't think I'm gonna get that detailed to where I'm gonna need a loud intro. I'm gonna need all the fanfare. Y'all, I work too much to be doing that kind of stuff, because I know it's hard work. Even for those that have mastered doing it, a great video might take you 2 or 3 hours worth of editing. I don't have that. So if y'all don't mind, just take me as I come. This is me. I don't do filters. This is me. I don't care for filters or none of that stuff. At best, my eyeglasses are my filter. That is it. But yeah, cheers to all of you that are old enough to drink. For as me, I'm a non-smoker. I never cared for smoking. I have a cold beer too when I'm at home and I know I'm not going back out, this is my Saturday afternoon. Thanks again, everyone, for popping in. I know I've been on a rant lately about friends and things of that nature. But as far as myself, I've dated more people than I care to remember. And I like the idea of dating, but can I still have my space? I love the idea of being in a great relationship, but can I still have my space? Just because it's the weekend, I don't have to necessarily spend every weekend with you. Give me time to miss you. Just give me time. I'll give you time to miss me. I think that's what makes a relationship stronger. If you don't have time to miss one another, there is no way. And for those of you that are doing this and it's working out for you, that's great. But there's no way. I'm talking about myself. I ain't talking about y'all. There's no way I can be married to somebody and I work with them. We ride to work together. We have lunch together. We ride home together. We go to bed at the same time. I had that conversation the other day here on YouTube. And I keep bringing it up because for people that are doing that, I wonder how do you find time to miss your spouse if you're with that person that much? And one of my coaches, she said, I'm talking about like relationship coaches. She said sometimes you can find two people that their self-esteem is just so low and they're loners. They find somebody exactly like them with low self-esteem to be alone with. That's why they spend all that time together. So they put themselves in that little tight circle. But you're not alone, but you have somebody to be alone with. I don't want to spend that much time with somebody. You might as well just lock me in a closet with them. I think, where do you draw the line? I mean, how many of you are on here right now that your boyfriend or husband or wife is just out, just out golfing or at the store, and when they leave, you don't say, "Phew, I finally got a minute to myself." That's okay. It's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. It's not to say you don't like the person. You just want a break. It's okay to spend time alone. Some people are afraid to be alone. I'm not. Do y'all know how much time I put into getting to this point to spend time alone, to reinvent myself, to get rid of all the negativity, to stop thinking that I had to rely on people. I feel like this. If I have called you and I've reached out to you 5 times in the last conversation, and you've yet to reach out to me. Why am I wasting my time with you? Why do I continue to waste my time with you? And I'm talking about with just friendship. That goes both ways. You never know what a person is going through. I guess they think I'm always okay. I might not be having a bad day. Where's that friend that's going to call me and say, hey, man, just checking on you? Y'all know the kind I'm talking about. They don't bother you unless they need something. And I'm telling y'all, these people that's become heavily reliant on you, you need to pull back from them. You need to cut their ass off because they just out there with their hand out. They ain't going to help you. They're not going to help you. While I was out today, I received 2 text messages to go hang out this afternoon. One because it was a friend's birthday party. The other because dude just wanted to hang out because he just had some shit that was going on. Man, I ain't finna sit out here and listen to you and your wife's problem that y'all been having the same problem for the last 10 years. I ain't in the mood for that. You got to find somebody else. Because my ears are not going to be bleeding tonight listening to your mess. And I wasn't in the mood for it. Why can't people just get together these days, just go out and have a great time without it always being some drama? Why is it always got to be drama? I know we all go through stuff. Let me tell y'all, when it comes to me and I'm dealing with something, I used to be that one person. I was calling all my friends. I was on the sad wagon. I can't do this. I was that person. How did I get over all that stuff? I grew up. I stopped letting somebody else's negativity, somebody else's negative view of me, somebody else's self-hatred bring me down. That's what y'all got to do. You can't allow these people to disturb your peace because they going through something. Here it is, a great Saturday afternoon. I hope the weather's beautiful wherever y'all are. And some idiot gonna call you and try to bring your day down. Don't allow it. Don't allow it. If you in a moment of peace right now, don't pick that phone up. People that know me know I keep my ringer turned off at night. And I get the same question from everybody. Well, what if there's an emergency? Well, let me explain something to you. If there's an emergency at 1 o'clock in the morning, you call to wake me up, whatever has happened, ain't nothing I can do about it until I wake up the next morning. If something drastic or traumatic has happened in the middle of the night, I'll get it when I wake up. Because ain't nothing else I can do. I can't do nothing. I know some people might say that sounds a little selfish, but no, I enjoy my sleep. I don't want to be waking up in the middle of the night over some phone call from somebody because they think something tragic or even something tragic did happen. But there's nothing I can do until that next morning. And once I lay it down, I'm gone. I'm gone for the night. I've never been the kind to sleep long anyway. Even when I'm off, I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to get my sleep. I'm determined to get mine. I'm at the point right now, can't nobody disturb my peace. There may be 1, maybe 2, even 3 young ladies out there that I'm missing right now. But you're not going to disturb my peace. You have expired. Your time limit has expired. I don't want to fool with you. You jumped that fence. You went the other way for a reason. And I'm going to tell y'all, stop thinking somebody walked out on you. If you really, really think about it, whoever you believe in, whoever's your higher power, they removed that person from you because you prayed about it. You prayed for it to get better. Yeah, a lot of you cried. A lot of you had many sleepless nights where you cried. You just prayed that it get better. You just, I can't do this no more. When does it end? It's got to get better. And as soon as that higher power removes that person from you, now you're sad, wishing they would never left. But guess what? That's what you asked for. You asked for better. The only way you're going to have better is if that higher power remove that problem from you. Now that problem has been removed, it's time for you to get your life in order. And start small. Because it's a shame we can be in a relationship with somebody and we're constantly broke. We got barely enough food in the refrigerator. You barely had your lights turned back on. Now that person being removed out your life. Then you got to start over fresh. Start small. Put that extra $5-6 a week away. You're going to the store. Do you really need that big old cake? Do you really need that 2 bottles of wine? Ration yourself out. Eat half the amount of food that you normally eat. Be creative with your meals. The only thing I can say to y'all, all those nights out for eating out that's about to get cut, it's going to save you a lot of money. Now, if you can afford it and that person decide to take the high road, you keep on rolling the way you're rolling. But give yourself a moment, because I don't think you should break up with somebody. You was already in the streets, but you continue that same momentum, because you're going to run into somebody, chances are, just like the one that just exited. Then you're going to be back over dealing with the same old mess all over again. So when you prayed about it, you asked to have a moment of peace, you asked that things get better in your life, you better be prepared for it. Because when that higher power puts you in that position, be ready for it. Be ready for those cold nights. Be ready for those nights that you can't sleep. Be ready for those nights where you're thinking you're lonely. You're not lonely. You just alone. You were left alone for a reason, to get your life together. That was all. You're a much stronger person than you think you are. You can do this. And if you're in a great relationship and you sit next to your spouse right now, I'm glad y'all doing good. I am. But I'm talking about those people that are thinking they can't make it without the person that's really being harmful in their life. It's so stressful. Being with somebody that means you no good takes years off your life. Think about that. And I know, Warren, we all got to go sometime. Yeah, I know that. I know that. But I wouldn't trade a weekend apiece for anything right now. Yeah, I can easily pick up the phone and have somebody come over here and spend the evening with me. I don't want no company. I did that 2 nights this week. I'm good. I'm caught up. I've reached my quota for company. Because all they do is come over here and leave a mess. You can't get rid of them. Then they bring in all their negativity inside your household. Do you really want that mess right now? I love my peace. Like I say, my buddy was just over here. We were having a great conversation about his new job. And every time he tried to go about talking about that situation he has, I changed the subject. I was not gonna allow him once again to bring that mess up. Congratulated him on his new job, the whole nine, how much trouble he had to go through to get it, how much training he had to go through to get it, how he had to fly to, I think Japan, I don't know, Japan for training. And you still worried about that same problem? Fool, this is what you asked for. Now you've been given it. I advise you to own up to it. Don't allow nobody to mess you up, because that's the first thing she gonna try to do is tear you down. She been tearing you down this whole time. Don't allow the same person to keep tearing you down. Come on, y'all, lift your spirits up. Do better. It's a lot of life left to give. Do better. And then when you're ready to find somebody else, by all means, get you somebody else. For me, I just want to keep my door open for possibilities. And I always make a point to let these people know, oh no, we can be friends. We can be friends. And guys, think about this. Remember when you were younger, you saw that attractive young lady, you wanted her so bad and she put you in the friend zone? A lot of those guys who went through that. But guess what? Now it's been reversed. Men are so quick to put women in the friend zone. Hey, we learned it from y'all ladies. Well, from the majority of you. I'm not talking about everybody. If it don't apply to you, don't beat me up. I'm just saying. I'll put you in the friend zone. Mainly because I don't have room in my life for you. Because what you're offering is not attractive to me. And that's a way of a good conversation. That's a way of me really getting engaged with you. Not engaged for marriage, just engaged. We can understand each other. See, we can't do that. And you coming into a new situation, and if every conversation is negative about what you're going through, you already exit your way out. I don't want to hear all that negative bull crap. I don't want to hear it. And then, first of all, y'all look here. Let me tell y'all something. When we're younger and we have young kids, yes, we won't talk about our kids. But I can understand for the life of me why I keep meeting these grown women, 50 and 60 years old, and all they want to do is talk about their grown children. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to talk about them. Because now I met you, I'm interested in you, I'm finally interested in somebody. But now I got to hear about your grown son. Still, he moved back in. That's already a problem for me. Because I'm going to be an empty nester. You got to be one too. What I'm not going to be doing is trying to come visit you, and you got a grown son or a grown daughter living in your house as if it's their own. And they don't like the fact that mama having company, because they already know if mama gets serious, they little ass gonna have to go. See, I don't want to walk into that negative tension. I don't want to walk into it. I can't deal with it because I'm retired from that kind of stuff. I don't care if they 10, 20, 30, 40. I am not stepdaddy no more. I retired from that shit. The old days over for me. And I understand y'all. I ain't saying put your kids out. I understand they might have to come back home for a certain reason. But if I ask you and I just met you and, oh no, he been here like 3 years since he got divorced. What kind of grown man still living at home since he been divorced? He's still in your house for 3 years. What is wrong with him, first of all? I say 6 months tops. That's enough time to save money to put you down first and last month's rent somewhere. But you let him back in because you never let go of that grown person. Now, since he been there for 3 years, he got a $200,000 car sitting out there in the driveway when that could be his house. I ain't saying no, you can have a nice car. I like to think I got 2 decent, nice vehicles right now. I like to think so. But ladies don't understand that. I mean, look, we're older now. If you're in my age bracket, which is old, you don't want to put up with all that stuff. You want to find that young lady. You want to find that special somebody you can spend your time with. Like I said, here the past couple of weeks, I've had some company here or there. I had some great times. I could have gone out tonight. I chose not to. Tomorrow will be a different story. Tomorrow gonna be my work day because I chose not to do it today. So I'm very particular about when I decide to have my play moments. In my last couple of live videos, I talked about Jody and I talked about sharing and watching and all that stuff. But let's just have a heart-to-heart right now. Especially if you're involved with somebody and they're not sitting right there beside you right now, and you so darn miserable that you like hearing stuff like this. Ain't nobody watching. You send me a thumbs up because we all been through it or we going through it. The key is what you're gonna do about it. If you try to talk to that person, you even offer counseling, your job offer free counseling, and they don't want to go. That should tell you something. That should tell you something. And I know a lot of y'all that's been on YouTube and watching YouTube 10, 15 years, y'all like the loudness, y'all like the skits, y'all like all that stuff. I can't give y'all skits. No, I can't give y'all all this loud music. I can talk about me. But the thing about me, if I mention anything about me, it's true, 100%. I always tease my friends that I can't run for public office because I got so many skeletons in my closet, and I wish somebody would. I'm up here running for mayor or councilman. I wish somebody would try to drag me through the mud. Because guess what? I got you on video. You coming through the mud with me. You were there, but you gonna talk about what I did? Or you coming through the mud with me? So I wish that something would try to drag me through the mud. Because of me, you had some great times. Because of me, you had some terrific times. But now you trying to turn on me? I wish you would. Blackmail me, go ahead. Blackmail me. See if I care. I ain't ashamed of what I've been doing. I ain't ashamed of it. Why should I be ashamed of what I've done just because you can't handle what I did? I don't want to be in public office. But if I did, yeah, y'all come on with your allegation. No, that ain't how it went down. This is what happened. Like I said, you throw me under the bus, you're going to be right up under there with me. See, people are so quick to forget that they were there too doing all that dirt. You know, when you look up and there's a house full of people, 10 or 12 people, and they doing dirt, they forget that they were there with you. And even to this day, I would never rat nobody out. I've seen people that was in some of the most wildest, what's that word? And compromising, let me stop trying to say big words. Some of the wildest effed up positions. And then they've gone on, they've gotten their degrees. They're doctors, they're counselors, they're helping other people. You think I would really put them on blast? Because sometimes those same people help me through some stuff. Yeah, we may have met under some strange circumstances. You know, whether it was playtime, party time. We met under some strange circumstances, but to watch that person, how they've grown over the last 10 or 15 years, who am I to put their business out there in the street? Because I still respect that person for everything that they have achieved. Matter of fact, 2 of them was there to help me when I needed some help. I just needed somebody to listen to me. I ain't talking about money. I just need somebody to listen to me. And it made me appreciate them even more. You know, so y'all stop being hung up on what somebody had in the past and stop following these celebrities and all this stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel sorry for these people that did these things that involved these people that was underage. I do feel sorry for them. But y'all cannot put yourselves in these people's positions when you got your own dirt. We all got some dirt. I'm not telling everything right now. I'm not putting all my business out there on the street. It's too early in the conversation. It's too early. I got to get to know y'all a little bit more. I got to grow my community a little bit more. Because like I said, I got some dirt. I done been in some dark places because I enjoyed it. Didn't nobody twist my arm. I enjoyed it. I like the life I lived. And that's why I can say I'm at peace right now, because I've done so much. I can remember a time when it wasn't a weekend, there was 3, 4, 5 people hanging around. And I couldn't wait to have that moment of freedom because there was always somebody around. How do you get a break? You come home, there's 3 or 4 people in the house. You go to work, you're dealing with a lot of people. What do? Y'all at work, I did it. Going to the gym, I did it. You know, just to find a moment of peace away from the day-to-day hustle and bustle. A lot of you right now wish you could just get up and just walk out right now, just go to the park. Just do it. Say, baby, I'll be right back. Where you going? I'm going to the park. If they don't want to go with you, consider that a moment of peace. You know, how I spend my days, how I spend my Saturdays, I have no problem. I got up early this morning. I tackled 3 loads of clothes. I went to the grocery store, washed my vehicle, ran a few more errands, and I was at peace. So make it happen for you. Whatever you want, whatever you find yourself doing, however you want to do it, make it happen for you. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna ask y'all, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then go ahead and subscribe, because y'all know what? The way it works for us that are on YouTube, when we see our subscription grow, it motivates us more. That's what it does. Motivates us more. I was watching this young cat. I've been watching him for like the last 2 years. Lately, he's gotten so caught up on trying to get to that magic number of subscribers that it's taken away from their skits and the fun they've been having. Because I've been watching them. I don't know if because I got used to them or what, but they don't seem to be as funny now because he's counting numbers. And I don't want to be that person to count numbers. But, you know, when I see that I've grown 10 more people, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. And I'm not counting people because I want to get to that point to where it's going to generate money for me. I'm good. I can get right up to the edge and never get monetized. I'm good. I'm going to still get on here and run my mouth and talk trash. Because that's what I do. And I'm keeping it mild right now. I'm keeping it mild because I finally found a moment of peace. I did not spend this weekend working my tail off. I ain't spend this weekend out there in the streets. Oh, by the way, I did make it to the park today and got me 2 laps in. And I enjoyed that. So it's a lot. It's when you have that time to yourself and nobody to answer to, you'll be amazed at how much time you can fit into one day. I'm good now. All I gotta do tomorrow is put in a few hours of work, get up in the morning, enjoy my coffee. About an hour ago, I was getting ready to lay on that couch and go to sleep. And it's too early for that. I want to get on here and run my mouth and talk about whatever. You know. Right now, there's this one particular lady that I dated back in high school that was many, many moons ago. I don't know why, but we've been communicating on a little bit here and there. I think we still kind of got a little thing for each other, but neither one of us has said it. And it's been that long. Well, you know, we make little conversations here or there, but I want to leave that where it was because I know if I get involved with her, it's not going to be, of course, obviously it ain't going to be like it was then, but I don't want to lose a friend trying to cross that line. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to allow greed to get in my way. And I still like her. She's still attractive, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Because she's not on my bucket list. And I do have a bucket list. The only 2 things on my bucket list that I want to do right now is skydive. I want to learn how to swim. I've never learned how to swim. I can splash, but no, I want to learn how to really, really swim to where I can go scuba diving. That's where I want to go. If I'm going to do it, I'm going all in. But skydiving is one of them. But as far as anything else, conquering somebody, that's not on my bucket list. I can sit right here and talk to y'all about fantasies and fetishes and kinky sex. That don't mean I gotta have it. Because once you get to that point, you know, and I was talking to my friend the other day, and she was talking about, he won't keep talking about his sex. Well, just because he's 50 and he still talking about it, that tells you one thing, he hasn't matured from it. I'm not saying that when you turn 50, you have to stop talking about it. She said it's excessive. Well, just tell him you don't care to hear it if you're not feeling that with him. Because sometimes, guys, we can talk ourselves right out of that good stuff. Stop talking about it so much. I can talk about the experiences. I can talk about relationships. I can talk to y'all about how you get your spouse to open up physically. You know, but that don't mean that you have to try to do it all in one night. It takes time. And I really do believe that talking to y'all, I'm reaching somebody. It may be, I don't know, I can't tell you because I ain't finna put my glasses on, start focusing on what my numbers are because they're gonna take away from me trying to talk to y'all. But I do believe I'm reaching 1 or 2 people. If I can reach 1 or 2 people and they hearing what I'm saying and it's struck a chord, they need to get up out and dust their tail off and do something about it, that's fine. Oh yeah, so I'm leaving Sam's Club. I always park way out. Because I feel like right now, every time I can get 5 or 6 extra steps in, I need it. So I'm walking back to my vehicle. I see this lady over there with a dog cage. A little fluffy little dog running around. It's a poodle. I don't know, when I approached them, I put my stuff in the car and I walked over there to them. Hey, how y'all doing? I said, y'all got a little puppy y'all trying to get rid of. I don't want the dog, first of all. I'm just making conversation. She said, yeah, it's a boy, it's a poodle. What did she say? God, I should have thought about what she said if I want to tell y'all this story. It was along the lines of, he is great companion when it comes to comforting, counseling. I can't think of the word they call it. Anyway, it has a lot to do with your grief. He's good with help, keep your grief down and all this stuff. I told that lady, you just don't know me. Me and that dog will be drinking 2 shots by tomorrow. I said, do I look like I need grief counseling? I said, I damn sure don't need it from a dog. I said, I just came over here. But I know poodles are good at that. I know poodles are good companions and all this stuff. Hell, a rock can be a companion. I should have went to that store hungry. I bought that big ass jar of pickles. They sitting on my counter right now. That jar of pickles can be a companion. Anything can be a companion. I was just trying to get my buddy to take half of them home to his kids. He wouldn't even take them. How your pride gonna get in the way? You won't take free pickles. I don't understand people. I'm like, dude, look, you want these pickles? Because you the one said your kids love pickles. I don't even know why I bought them damn pickles. Well, I did want a pickle at the time, but I didn't need that many damn pickles. So my point was, I'm catching a cramp in my foot for one thing. She said the dog would be a companion. I should take the dog home. She got all the papers. And this, and that, and the third. I only want $550 for it. Later, you lost your damn mind. I'll give you $550 for this poodle. So what, you got papers on it? Now I got to care for it. I don't want to have to care for nothing right now. Now, if something happens and I got to care for somebody, that's one thing. But in my right mind, pick up a pet right now that I got to spend this time with, I don't need that in my life right now. It ain't that I'm traveling nowhere. I know I can take the dog with me, but I'm not one of them people that I want to take my dog to a restaurant when I go eat. And I don't really care for that either. My favorite Mexican restaurant, I'm trying to get off those people's schedule. Every time I go, it's always that family of 4 or 5 with that old ass dog, and they sitting out there eating their food while everybody enjoying their food. I don't know what kind of rights are going on right now, and I have nothing against pets, but I'm just saying it's a time and place for everything. I got to get off these people's schedule. Be honest, the dog probably cleaning one out of the other 5 from looking at them. I don't know how people they come out the house looking any kind of way. I wouldn't gotta wear no suit to go nowhere, but at least be presentable when you leave the house. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, y'all. My shoe decided he wanted to play with me. This guy that I watch all the time on YouTube. A lot of people don't like him because of his preference, his sexual preference, and who he is, and him being in Atlanta. I happen to like that dude because he always telling me some good stuff. He talk about a lot of great things. I don't need to put his name out there because if you're following me somehow, you're gonna cross-reference me, you're gonna see him pop up. I like it because he keep it real. But be honest with y'all, I got on here to be live, to bring in some new subscribers, to say hello to my oldest subscribers and let you all know how much I appreciate y'all. But it's getting chilly out here and it's time for me to go in the house. Oh, let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna hurt this bird, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. So Peter and Peter cousin and all y'all don't come after me. There's this one damn bird that decided that he wanted to have sex with my mirror on my truck. I thought he really destroyed my truck, my mirror. It was just gushy, mushy and everything because he was seeing his reflection. Same thing happens at my job with those mirrored glasses. I've seen them birds keep flying into it till they finally break their own neck. So y'all look at, when you get out your cars, fold those mirrors in if you can, because they're gonna keep chipping away at it, and it's gonna happen. I ain't gonna hurt the bird, but I'm saying he need to leave my damn truck alone. That ain't his girlfriend. So if you got those mirrors that can fold in, start folding your mirrors in. So these pesky birds won't mess up your mirror. But anyway, y'all, I gotta get going. Thank you all for listening. Have a great Saturday afternoon. Talk to you soon.